been right about right now. Whole lot chit chat, can't do that, settle down, pipe down. On the kitchen floor in the church sauce, young Mike Moonwalk. Always been a star in the sky, you did not get tuned out. Hey, yeah, I'm flashing, yeah, yeah. Not ratchet, hey, yeah. Quick flipping, yeah, yeah. Big mattress, hey, yeah. Don't ask, hey, yeah. We taxing, hey, yeah. New address, hey, yeah. Can't move backwards. Hold on, yeah, 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 you know me. Late night, all night, don't need no sleep. Ay. Hold on, okay now, don't know, don't speak. Ay. Get down, whole click down. On God, on now with the business. Ain't no feelings, ain't no dreaming. Yeah, loud when I whip it, I ain't turning down the speakers. No, eyes bloodshot, I've been burning out the.
Ghetto, August 5th, 2025. Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Earth is Ghetto. It's Tuesday, August 5th, 2025, and somehow, Earth is still spinning despite everyone's bestest efforts to knock it off its axis. From political drama to personal nonsense, you already know we've got stories, side eyes, and probably a little bit of petty to get through today. So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever helps you survive this simulation, and let's get into it. Let me know if...
What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday, y'all. I don't know what else she was about to say, but happy Tuesday. How was y'all day? My day was pretty well. Went to dinner. My husband had some Mexican. I wasn't too crazy. I got a burrito. I was not too crazy about it, but I was craving chips and salsa. Nevertheless, it was fine. Other than that, I rode my bike today. The weather's back to being decent again. And yeah, watched the new King of the Hill. I love me some King of the Hill. So it is back, and I'm happy about that. And yeah, it's a nice little show. I think I'm gonna like binge watch it all. But other than that, y'all, the day really went by really fast. So I'm hoping that's an indication of how the week goes. I did like some things on the old X app. Let me see what I liked on here. So this was happening in this airport. I don't know what this lady's saying, so let me see. She was just going off on him about something. He did something. So little Tay launched her OnlyFans on her 18th birthday, and she made over 1 million in just 3 hours. People wanted to see little Tay on OnlyFans, I guess. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins announces new waivers banning soda, candy, and other junk food from food stamp eligibility. SNAP is a supplemental nutrition program and to provide health benefits to low-income families. What's happened here? Oh, this monkey was going wild on these girls while they were twerking. I don't know how he got in the club, but he was in there. An elephant gives birth to a baby. Elephant.
Celebrating. That now the exam.
So all the other little elephants or big elephants came over and welcomed the new baby. I don't know what you call a baby elephant. This this Australian mother shielded her baby from a violent hailstorm. Oof. Even the baby got some hits in, but she protected her. Here is some kind of story. It says, coworker told HR I was being exclusive for not inviting her to my wedding. There's a woman in my office I'm friendly with but not close to. We've had small talk here and there, nothing deep, no lunches together, no real outside of work connection. She found out I was getting married and asked when the wedding was, and she straight up asked if she was invited. I kind of laughed and said, oh no, it's really small, just close friends and family. I didn't think anything of it. She got quiet and a little cold after that, but I figured maybe awkward moment, whatever. Fast forward a few days later, I getting a meeting invite from HR. Turns out she filed a complaint saying I was being exclusive and creating a hostile environment by leaving people out of my wedding because I didn't invite her. Yeah. Sometimes you can't even tell nobody what you got going on at work. This guy tried to jump into a lagoon and a swan wasn't having it. He rode up on him like, I don't know what you think you doing around here, playa, but it's over with.
Actors, we have the power.
Let's see.
When in fact,
There's that. Let's see what else we got here, y'all.
I can make you.
Let's see. Bryson Tiller reveals cover art for his new album. I don't know any Bryson Tiller songs, I don't believe. Why do some people have an easy life despite praying less or attending church at all, while others pray every day but see no results? Somebody said because of being of the world gives you what you want but not what you need. Being with God gives you what you need, not what you want. You got to find a balance while putting God first. Amen and amen. Crystal Wilson, best known as Ronnie from the Players Club, celebrates finally getting a boyfriend by making that thing clap. She's still Ronnie, y'all. And I'm not about to listen to Ronnie make it clap. I'm okay with that. Most people don't struggle with no contact because they miss the other person. They struggle because going no contact forces them to face who they became in the relationship. If you're going to do it right, do it like this. Firstly, this isn't about self-control, it's about blocking them. What you're going to do is disentangle your identity from the connection. No contact isn't revenge or to make them miss you more. It's a decision to stop re-entering dynamics where you betray yourself for closeness. If you're still checking their profile, hoping they reach out, posting things to get their attention, you're not in no contact. 2, most people aren't attached to the person, just a cycle. What you miss is the chase. It's where your brain releases dopamine when you get unpredictable rewards. Write down a pattern. What part gets you activated when they ignore you, love bomb you, disappear again? Your addiction isn't to them, it's to the pattern. Number 3, let go of the idea that it could have worked if you just been more patient, more forgiving, less sensitive. The story is protecting your attachment, not your healing. It keeps you in a place where the relationship still has power over you, and as long as the fantasy is alive, you will sabotage the boundary. Unfollow, mute, delete, and mean it. Create space for your nervous system to stop scanning for them. When you see their name, their face, their stories, it triggers hope and it keeps you bonded to pain. Number 5, stop posting to be seen, dropping hints, trying to glow up in their direction. It's all part of the same dynamic. You're still trying to be chosen. Create routines that aren't shaped around their energy, instead wondering if they think about you. Ask yourself, why did you make someone's uncertainty a measure of your worth? Journal, walk with discomfort without feeling it. 7, don't confuse healing with feeling better. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Healing is about becoming better at feeling. You will want to go back. Your body will beg you. Your mind will bargain. It will sound like one message won't hurt. Maybe I was too harsh. I just want closure. Understand this. The pain you feel in no contact is not proof that you're doing the wrong thing. It's evidence that you're finally breaking the pattern and doing it right. Discomfort is healing, especially when it's coming from growth, not repression. Number 8, let no contact change you. Most people treat no contact as a waiting period, secretly hoping the other person will reach out, that they'll apologize, change, and come back better. But that's not healing. No contact done right will transform you. It'll expose all the places you abandoned yourself first. It'll teach you to self-source your validation and make you see that you were never asking too much, just asking the wrong person. Pretty deep, and a lot of people do be like, I'm not talking to them no more, only for them to just do it out of just trying to get a reaction out of the other person. Truly going no contact is transforming for sure. Let's see. Hood ABC's edition. A is for ankle monitor. What? What kind of mess is that? What kind of mess is that? Let's see. It says Leon Thomas pays homage to Michael Jackson impersonator in Lover and Friends video. Not sure who that is. The judge again refuses to grant Diddy bail while he awaits sentencing. He said, nah, bruh. Monica might be married, y'all. I saw she had a new boo. She might be actually married. Some guy named Ant. Devon Franklin ties a knot with his preacher producer and weds celebrity trainer Maria Castillo. He's the preacher producer, but he married Maria Castillo. Attractive couple. Sexy Red says she's carefree who trying to do something. Russia has claimed to have developed a cancer vaccine that will be free for patients. Really? Lil Boosie says he just accepted a plea deal from the federal government on his Pew Pew case. I thought this case was over and I was going to get on with my life, but God don't make mistakes and I'm tired of fighting. Talk to my family and this is the right decision. To all my fans across the world, say a prayer for your boy and go get the album, man. My Boosie voice. You know one thing about Boosie, he's always asking for something. Somebody said, as a man, why are you not fighting for the girl you want? And he said, because if I'm fighting for her, then that means she doesn't want me. By a show of hands, how many truly believe that no matter what you're going through, it will get better? It will eventually. The sun is going to rise if you hold out. The sun was going to shine if you hold out. Offset drops a new album. A giant 22-inch rat discovered living inside of an England home, leaving residents stunned. Ugh, yuck. Eddie Griffin says he doesn't believe Malcolm Jamal Warner drowned, but questions why would anyone want him unalived. It's too suspicious. They had too many different stories. Okay, Eddie. Please don't turn this into a spectacle. Shannon Sharp tells Ocho Cinco that he needs to pay his $5,900 debt to him ASAP because his pockets are light right now. I know that's right. He pay him back and forth today on Twitter. Let me see. I'll go read what they were going back and forth on first. Trump says Sydney Sweeney is Republican, so her ad must be hot, unlike Taylor Swift. Nick Cannon admits he hopes his daughters never date a man like him. I'm sure they're gonna have the tweets. This whole Tiffany Haddish, Jason Lee baby thing, I don't know what's happening. I don't believe that this could be possible, but something ain't right. Okay, here are the tweets. Let's go back to the beginning. Come on. It's a lot of them. So, and this is pretty much about, Des Bryant was represented by Rockefeller, and Nikki's pretty much, she can't stand anything associated with them right now. So anytime she finds any dirt on them, she has been tweeting it out because she's just out for them right now. So she said, somebody has shared this about Des, but she said, "Is this true?" She shared something about Des Bryant supposedly fighting his mom or something crazy. I don't know why she did that. And then he said, then they started going back and forth, and he said, "I'm not trying to hear all of that victim stuff. She came at me. I wish her well and gave her respect. I was standing up for myself whenever Jerry spoke on my name. I never mentioned her or Rock Nation. She decided to ride the wave. F all that. I'm about to tell Cardi B on her. Oh, Lord." And then she started calling him Desiree Perez, beating her daughter and calling her black son-in-law the N-word with hard R's as an adult. Falsely had her own daughter institutionalized as an adult. She's calling him a her, but she's saying her. Lies that her child was on drugs as an adult. The tweet is alleged for entertainment purposes. Of course, Nikki said that. As a matter of fact, let me go call President Trump and ask for a pardon like Desiree Perez did. Next, I'll get into the casino stuff. And then she said, Des Bryant's big hole allegedly leaks as an adult. Should I start my story times now? Like, she just started going in on him. She said, and then Des brung up something, and she said, "I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash as you come fight him." Oh, because he brung up her baby daddy. He said, "Say, B, didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt stuff in Dallas. I don't get how you can even come on the internet with your husband being a SMEX offender. You said we were speaking facts, we're hoes, so come on." And then he shared the thing about Nicki Minaj's husband sentenced to 1 year house arrest for him being a registered offender. And then she said, "I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash if you come fight him since she beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16 and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get the money they desperately needed and sued for it. Now you, on the other hand, was beating your mother as an adult. Bigfoot has a brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodging a paternity test that could prove he effed a teen as an adult. Desiree Perez beating her daughter and calling her black son-in-law the N-word." And then she goes on back into that. And then she said, "Go beat your mom and ask Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they allegedly been vile. They've been so vile to so many black people while lining their own pockets and weaponizing racism in order to keep black people blinded from their truth. Why wasn't Desiree Perez's pardon by President Trump publicized to the black community and hip-hop culture the way Lil Wayne was? Did she repay the president for the monumental blessing, or did she betray him the way Jay-Z allegedly betrayed the Democratic Party and countless others that he's had business dealings with in the past? On second thought, don't beat your mom. I'm sure she loved you once. This tweet is alleged." And then she says, "Anyway, Barb's," which her fans are out of control. He said, how did I get caught up in this madness? I want the people to love me the way they love Nicki. Real talk. And he said he's not bothered one bit. He don't give a... She got personal issues she's dealing with. I pray that she get through whatever got her effed up in the head. Yeah. It was messy, but then Des did apologize eventually because he was over it. And then he also said, Jerry Jones, don't think it's smart to mention my name. I kept quiet a lot on unfair stuff, on some G stuff. We can have a story time if that's what we are doing. So Des had to go back and forth with everybody today. And then he did apologize. Because he said he was out of character with that. He said, I'm not in the sphere of crashing out on the internet. I don't bother people. I never do. I was just posting about my son. I let the devil win that time. I apologize to the kids who follow me because I care about setting the right example more than you know. By the way, whenever people bring up my past, I want everybody to stop and think for 5 minutes. You can make it through anything if you put your mind to it, no matter how big the battle is. No excuses. Listen, I wish them the best because it's just messy. And Nicki is kind of attacking anybody associated with Jay-Z, which is wild. It's a wild day on these internet streets, per usual. Lauren and Cameron Hamilton from Love is Blind is having a boy. They're having a boy. Johnny Manziel shares this meme after Gilly the Kid responds to his threat. Gilly tells him to check into Alcoholics Anonymous. It's just... internet beef is at an all-time high right now. Shirley Ralph shares photos from her vow renewal ceremony with her husband. And of course their marriage is going strong. They live like in 2 different places. But they still going strong. 20th wedding anniversary. A lot of this is repetitive. Some little bad girl is attacking people in the mall. I didn't feel like playing that. I don't like bad kids. A school is traumatized by overnight disappearance of 17 students from the same class. 17 third graders from the same town disappeared at 217. This is oh, this is in the Weapons movie. I thought this really happened. Y'all, this is in the Weapons movie coming out, y'all. Which probably should just be on Prime or Hulu. Because I won't be going to the movies and see it. Barack Obama turned 64. World starring Ice Cube debuts at 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what it's about, but I've just been hearing terrible reviews, and I'm not going to watch it, but somebody said it's a computer security analyst working for the U.S. government finds his daily life disrupted by aliens. Yeah, I had no interest in it at all. William Dafoe goes viral for dancing in a black dress. I want to know where he got them little tatas from he got in that dress. I don't really want to know, but a Florida man was married to 3 women at the same time and sentenced for felony to donate unwanted small pets or horses to feed this innocent old man. But this old man was ratchet. Just nasty.
This grandmother is
under attack by a swarm of killer bees. She has more than 100 bee stings on her face. Her family members are crying out for help, and it's happening as these plumbers drive up.
Oh no. You okay?
We see two people bug spray in the air. Once we stop right next to the car, we realize that the elderly lady had bees all over her face.
As the grandmother collapses, the hero plumber, who works for Happy Plumbing, rushes over and catches the elderly woman before her head hits the pavement. He drags her across the street, but the swarm of killer bees pursue. Now the plumber is in trouble.
Once I picked her up, the swarm of bees started attacking me.
His partner joins the fight with a fire extinguisher.
It was an enormous swarm. I just came out of nowhere, blasted them. There was so much chaos.
As Granny falls unconscious, the plumbers try to lure the bees from the elderly woman.
Hop in the truck!
With the aggressive swarm now focused on the plumbers, they jump into their truck and try to swat the bees away in this neighborhood outside San Diego.
Get it. Ah! Get it.
The bees are relentless, stinging the plumber again and again. They're everywhere, on his shirt, in his hair. Hoping they've lured the bees away, they circle back and check on the woman, but the bees are still swarming.
I was stung probably about 20 times.
Well, right here's a bite. So, and here's a welt.
Welts.
Paramedics arrive and a fire department helicopter hovers above, using its blades to finally push the killer bees away.
I thank God, honestly, we pulled up when we did for her family. It was terrifying.
Nothing. They just was sitting there spraying bug spray, which is crazy. I mean, they could have brung out a comforter, so many things to try. Get Granny.
Good morning. I have some bad news. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That proves that the world is harder for you than it is for everyone else. It's just pain. And pain is part of being human. Yes, your story matters. Yes, what you've been through shaped you. But be careful not to build your identity around your wounds, because the moment that you start believing your pain makes you to me, it's emotional captivity. Pain is universal. To stop needing your pain to be special. Start learning how to live beyond it. Healing doesn't mean...
In her comments, Starburst reached out to her, told her to check her DMs, y'all. And guess what?
Hi guys, we are here.
Hi guys.
With your long and anticipated update you guys been waiting for. I'm not very sure where to start with this. We done did this over like 300 times.
It's okay.
We would like to start by saying thank you very much for all your support and all your love, because without you guys, we probably would not got this reward. Anything?
Not at all. And I everything. And I know that without...
Moral of the story, Starburst gave her 10 G's.
That there are so many people, especially men, that are emotionally dead inside, that feel called to going into psychiatry and therapy, so they don't have to feel their feelings, but they can feed off of the vulnerability of their mostly female patients. What do you guys think?
They say it happens a lot. She turned off her comments, but they say that happens a lot, actually. That's how they keep y'all coming back.
You ever had a friend find out you talking to their man and... Me neither. You thought this was a safe place for you? Find something safe to do. You ever had...
Ничего помогай, не знаю. Женщину, лучше женщин в спор не влезать. Типа, я все понимаю, Если что, это вот Питер, Сидная площадь, рекламирую магазин. Очень хороший на самом деле. Магазин хороший, продавец хороший. Вот, сигареты купил. Понимаешь? Вот там сумка какая-то. Скочим сюда, еще посмотрим, как бы. Суета, пацаны.
That fight must have lasted a long time. They started promoting their business.
I like my Chardonnay like I like my men. Rich, full-bodied, chilled, never fruity. I don't like fruity. Fruity doesn't work for me. It's all over the place. Over there, no fruity. Expensive. Can take me away to places I want to go to in my mind. And I also like my Chardonnay a little cheap. Like a Skid Row MD 2020. Reckless, silly, goofy. I like my Chardonnay to make me do things I wouldn't ordinarily do. Like flirt, point, laugh, ring people's doorbells and run away. Get into somebody else's car and drive on the wrong side of the turnpike. With the seatbelt on, of course. That's how I like my Chardonnay. I like my Chardonnay to make me feel like I might be on Skid Row, but I'm actually in Paris on the Champs-Élysées. That's how I like my Chardonnay. I hope I got more. It's good shit. I like my Chardonnay to make me do cartwheels backwards. I like my okay, I better stop there. That's how I like my Chardonnay. How do you like your Chardonnay?
Somebody give this lady a Chardonnay commercial. Somebody said, I love how everything is the exact same color. This is a Ryan Murphy character. Somebody said Sydney Sweeney in 40 years doing a Chardonnay ad. How many Chardonnays do you have to drink to make Paris feel like Skid Row?
Girl that exposed that picture of her boyfriend where he had that strap-on wrapped around his head and then the shaft of the strap-on had doo-doo on it. You dead wrong. And then that's not even the worst part. He had doo-doo all over his face. But I thought y'all say only punks mudslide. Girl that exposed...
Only punks mudslide. They crack me up when they say punks. I did not go search for the video. I don't want to see it.
One time my ex-boyfriend loaded his shotgun and held it at my head and was like, say one more thing. And I'm like, well, the last moments of my life are not going to be me begging for nothing. So I'm like, do it, you fucking pussy. Anyway, he shoots the window out behind my head of his own grandparents' house. At this point, I'm like, well, I'm over here. So I go to leave, get in my car. He comes flying off the balcony, jumps straight to the windshield. His foot's stuck, and I'm like, this is not my problem. So I start backing up. Like, I'm going home. He's hanging on for dear life, foot halfway through my windshield. And I'm like, all right, I'm probably going to have to pull over now because, like, I'm going to go to jail if this man flies out of my car. So I stop. He gets in the car. I start driving again. He's wailing on me, like, punching my arm. Grabs my glasses off my face, and I'm driving down the road blind. I can't see nothing. Only thing I can think to do is rip my rearview mirror off my car, slash his whole face open. He jumps out the car, drags me out the driver's side. We're full-on UFC fighting on the side of the road. He ended up going to jail, and, like, we didn't even break up at that point. Like, until the ketchup incident, we didn't even break up. Obviously, we're not together anymore. I've been with the same man for like over a decade now. But that's why when I see these stories of women at like Walmart in the store getting followed around with their kids, I'm like, let that happen to me. Or like, let me see this happening to some woman that maybe doesn't know what to do because I'm ready. Like, I'll handle it. Nothing will faze me anymore.
This lady is a trip.
So boom, I take my dumb ass a couple of weeks ago. I go on Tinder, the little dating app or whatever. I be seeing people on this shit, but I just want to see what the hype was about. So boom, I go on there a couple of weeks ago, and I meet this guy, like, he nice looking, he fine, y'all. Everything kosher, we been talking and shit. You know, I was kind of nervous because, you know, on them dating apps, you know, it bring out a lot of fucking weirdos. So boom, we talking and shit, you feel me? We exchange numbers or whatever. So big. So last night was our first night, like, going on a date. We had exchanged pictures with each other. We FaceTime and shit like that. So yes, it really was him in the picture because, you know, motherfuckers be catfishing. So boom, y'all, we go to a nice little bar, whatever. You know, in the open, not nothing too far, nothing too ducked off. You know what I'm saying? We talking, we chill, we have a good time. But you already know, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, I ain't had none in weeks, so we trying to get right. Me and him have been talking and shit for weeks, so you know I'm ready to turn something in, yeah. Oh boom, y'all. We finna get relieved or whatever. So he was like, you know, you wanna go back to my place? You wanna go blah? I'm like, nah, nigga, we can get a room, you feel me? Cause, you know, y'all don't be wanna go to folks, you know, purple residence, you feel me? Like, we can go get a room, you feel me? We do whatever. Oh, boom, y'all. We get in this motherfucking room, nice hotel, you feel me? We finna fuck this all out. We finna fuck it out. So goddamn ass, you know what I'm saying? We getting comfortable though. He take his clothes off, y'all. This motherfucking man had on a Sillis. He had on a Sillis. I know a lot of y'all probably don't know what that is. I only seen it one time in my life, in real life, and it was last night. It's like the form of a chain, like with spikes and shit on it. Basically, it breaks the flesh. It gives you discomfort. Like, I don't know if y'all ever watched that show that came out that the black lady niece, I can't think of her name, but it was called Grotesquerie. In there, it show you what a Sillis is. Plus, you can Google the shit. I see that. I'm like, oh, bitch. I backed out that bitch. I'm picking up clothes. I'm like, whoa. What the fuck type shit you into? Like, no, it's like, I know it probably gonna scare you off. You know, a lot of people, they don't know what. Nigga, I know what it is. And you into some shit. I was like, thank you, but no thank you. Because motherfuckers who wear that, they Google what that is. Google what it is. And if you... Another one bites the dust. I was mad. He was fine as fuck too. Like, bitch, we finna get it in. And this motherfucker got on a Sillis. Then it ain't no small one. It's the big one. And you can tell that he had been tightening because when we out on our date, he keep like I kept seeing him like raise hand like toward the thigh that he had it on, like he was tightening that motherfucker up or something. A lot more of the story is, y'all better start asking people what type of shit they into. Because some of this shit is, for me, it's a bit extreme.
Ma'am, you need to take your own advice. I don't want to know what a Sillis is. Somebody said he likes pain. It's like self-torture. Look up Sillis chain and go to images. No. Somebody said no Google search needed. Thank me later. A Sillis is a spike chain or cord worn around the skin, traditionally as a form of self-penance or mortification of the flesh in some Christian traditions. It is used to remind wearer of Christian suffering and as a man to detach from worldly desires. The practice is associated with self-discipline and repentance, particularly within the Catholic Church. How? You know what? Yeah, that's the show, y'all. Inspiration is definitely needed and on the way. Y'all stay blessed and stay away from Tinder. Yeah.
How do you feel? Because your feelings are a conglomerate of your experiences. They are built off of your history, not your destiny. You've gotten so used to business as usual that you say stuff, but you really don't expect them to change. When I was preparing this message, the Lord told me he's getting ready to shock you. All the chaff is being beat away so that the wheat falls to the ground. And whenever God puts you in an uncomfortable situation, he's sifting you. What matters, what doesn't matter, what's real, what's not real, what counts, what doesn't count, who I can have, who I can live without. Where my real people at? Holla at your boy. You go through the experience where you get stuck in this wine press and he starts shaking away stuff that you thought you had to have. And here comes a call, a high calling, a divine calling, a supernatural calling that has classified information about me that I don't have on myself. And the angel is speaking out of his knowledge of how I was designed, and I'm living out of my knowledge of what I grew up around. And I have to decide in this struggle which one of these entities is going to win this fight. What I grew up around or what I was created to be. Because one of them are going to determine what the trajectory of my future looks like. Who am I preaching to? You remember when me and June started that window and siding company? You remember that? I got laid off at Union Carbide, and he started the window and siding company and did me a favor hiring me to come in there. We was going to do like Daddy, and we was going to build a family business. And we opened up the windows and siding company, and we kept getting into trouble and ran out of money. And I ended up losing my car, and I didn't have no car because I was following his vision for my life. When I put my car up to get the business out, I did it because I love my brother, and I did it because I wanted us to win. I did it because I wanted us to succeed. But I also did it because I didn't know I was me. Had I known I was me, Jan, I would have stepped right over top of the window and siding company. Gideon is in the wine press because it is possible not to know who you are, who you really are at your core, at your essence, what you were created to be, what your potentials are, what you can reach, what you can become, what you can withstand, what you can endure, how tough you really are, how strong you really are, how tenacious you really are. It is possible not to know it because your feelings don't always validate your reality. You can feel like collapsing and still be fighting. You can feel like the victim and be the victor. You can feel limited and still have exhausted all that's inside of you. You cannot define yourself by how you feel. Your feelings cannot be trusted. Your feelings will lie to you. Your feelings will deceive you. Your feelings will have you in the wine press. Your feelings will have you down in the wine press. Oh my God. You cannot trust how you feel. Because your feelings are a conglomerate of your experiences. They are built off of your history, not your destiny. They are your response to what happened, not what's about to happen. Your praise is about what's about to happen. Your praise is expectation that this isn't over yet. Your praise is about a happy ending on the other side of this cloud. Your praise. I'm not praising God because I'm emotional. I'm not praising God because I'm religious. I'm not praising God because I'm black. I'm praising God because I have an expectation that I may be down here right now. But it ain't over, devil. I said it ain't over. I don't think I'm going to die today because I think there might be something else inside of me. I don't think I'm going to give up right now because I think there's something else inside of me. I don't think I'm going to quit just yet because I think there's something else inside of me. I may be going through a bad season. I may have to cry myself to sleep. I may have to rock my pillow till I go to bed at night. I may have to go to work in a raggedy car, but I think there's something else inside of me. I might be in a bankruptcy, but I think. Sit down with me for a minute. Sit down with me. Can I go a little bit deeper? I feel something about to break in this place. I feel like something is about to break wide open in this place. I'm not going to stop till I get it. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop till I get it. I'm not going to stop. The moment the angel tells Gideon he's a warrior, he throws him into conflict. How can this be? My tribe is Manasseh. It's the smallest tribe. I'm the youngest person. How can this be? We're at war with the Amalekites and the Midianites, and they're winning. How can I be a mighty warrior? I'm at the lowest point, and I'm the youngest person in the smallest tribe in the worst situation, and God comes and says, "You are a mighty man of valor." That's what it's like coming to this church sometimes. Because everything all week long says give up and die. And then you come here on Sunday morning, and I'm telling you, you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are more than a conqueror. You can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. God didn't bring you this far to leave you. God didn't take you through everything you've been through for you to get here and die in the wine press. I came to tell you something. Gideon dropped his wheat because somebody called him a warrior, and it made him know that he was more than what he was doing. And after wrestling with God and struggling with God and putting fleece before God, he started living. Wait, he started living in the middle of his life. Because life doesn't begin when your mama pushes you out. Life begins when you find out who you are. Life begins when it hits you in the back of your head. I'm better than this. I'm bigger than my circumstances. I got a destiny and a purpose on my life. God created me for a reason. He called me for a purpose. I am in this world to do something. Who am I preaching to in here? And Gideon doesn't even know that he's going to be in the book of Judges. He doesn't know that he is going to lead the army that drives out the Midianites, renders helpless the Amalekites, that he is going to take less men and kill more people with less men than we have ever seen done in the history of the scriptures if he can get out of this pit. And somebody in this room, you're one pit away.
Yellow number 5, banned. Red number 40, banned. Blue number 1, banned.
From supernatural purpose. And the Lord told me that if I would preach this message this morning, it would wake somebody up to get up out of that pit. That they would come into another understanding of who they were. That God would do something amazing in their life.